What's going on, boys and girls? My name is Michael SK and welcome back to the Labyrinth of Grisaia. So last time, Yugi carried out his first mission, which I think was his final exam, and it basically moved him into being a, I don't know, like an actual like murderer. Like he's going out there, he's actually murdering people, and I guess, you know, people are, you know, getting aware of these like murders, but Yuuji is one sly fox. He's getting away with it. No one really knows who's doing this shit. So I guess JB and Asako are on the case now or some shit. I'm not really sure, but we'll jump into this. Even so, I just recorded this. I'm not sure what the deal is. That's just me being dumb. But yeah, let's jump right back into this, boys. So the name Heath Oslo. Oh, wait. Speaking of Heath Oslo, they're going to raid his, like, mansion or whatever in just a bit. So I think that's what we'll be experiencing here. But the name Heath Oslo first began to appear in the government records in the early 1970s. At the time, the authorities marked him as an active conspirator in multiple acts of terror directed against Israel and the world's major powers. I honestly don't think that's how you spell that, but whatever. The truth was more complex. He was sowing the seeds of conflict all around the world, but also building a network of connections, which he used to put out the fires he'd started, earning a profit every time. Before long, he'd established secret ties to corporations all around the world, rapidly building up significant personal wealth and power. And eventually, the words Heath Oslo came to be used in reference to an organization rather than an individual. It's sometimes said that the domestic enterprises are the true enemies of nations. Oslo was a case in point. As he wormed his way deeply into the world economy, influential individuals began to find his existence disagreeable. Numerous attempts were made to assassinate him or bring him into custody. None succeeded. However, America didn't mourn the failure of these plans too deeply. If anything, they were relieved. In this era, there were surely more subtle and skillful ways Oslo could have been dealt with, but actually capturing him would have been a bit anticlimactic. The fires he started were an economic stimulant of sorts, so the idea of snuffing them out for good was honestly somewhat unappealing. These days, tactically understanding this sort of thing is what marks you as a savvy operator, but following orders that subtly discourage you from actually chasing down your target is always going to feel... I'm not exactly sure what I read there. I feel like I read something wrong there. I just fucked up the sentence. Given this, it wasn't especially surprising that something like the Norway operation might fall all the way to a freshly minted second lieutenant. There was only one real problem. The dog this inexperienced second lieutenant would be dispatching onto the field was a bit on the rabid side. In other words...
Asako, yarisugi.
Oh shit, so they're actually raiding right now? Fuck, dude. When Kusakabe Asako saw someone she didn't like, she'd snap at them, no matter who they might be, and I failed to hold her leash tightly enough. Had we actually captured Heath Oslo, at least the matter would have been at an end, one way or another, but instead I was left to regret both a missed opportunity and my shortcomings as a commander. Long story short, we failed to get our hands on the man, although we succeeded in suppressing his core organization. The raid did produce some benefits. We gave Oslo his customary slap on the wrist, implicitly warning him not to get too carried away. But we also gained a number of new problems in the aftermath, some messier than others. The commander of the raid itself offered the following comment.
In
the words of Kusakabe Asako, it was something interesting. But for a tactician like myself, it was nothing but a headache. In the basement of the mansion Heath Oslo had been using at his base, we discovered an individual suspected of participation in the assassinations I'd been investigating. This room looks like the room that was in that fucking school. What the hell? Specifically, the girl who'd perpetrated the murders in gothic Lolita's costumes. While that was surprising enough, it also turned out that she was in fact a young boy.
疲れた。
We dug up something incredibly troublesome this time. I was at my wit's end trying to figure out how to proceed. For the time being, we took our suspected assassin into protective custody and began to interrogate him. The boy's name was Kazami Yuuji. Once we had that information, it was fairly easy to discover how he'd come into contact with Oslo, and the circumstances that had turned him into the pawn of a terrorist. However, the boy I met in the hospital was in no condition to tell us more. His health had deteriorated as a result of spending an extended period of time underground, and his mental state was extremely unstable.
先月の18日、あなたがどこで何をしていたか、詳しく教えてもらえる？
I don't remember. I don't remember. As the desperate excuse of a criminal, it's something of a cliché. But in Kazami Yuuji's case, it was most likely a perfectly honest statement. His memory had been damaged by an experimental doping regimen, unethically administered to him by the research and development side of Oslo's organization. By placing his mind into a clouded state not unlike intoxication, they robbed him of the ability to remember anything except the orders of an absolute authority figure, compelling him to obey. Combining this with a thorough brainwashing program based on data gained from many clinical trials, Oslo had reduced Kazami Yuuji to a mechanical killing machine with no free will whatsoever.
家族に対する強いコンプレックスにつけ込んだ洗脳だろうな。あるいは親兄弟の死に関する精神的外傷を利用した最低の洗脳だ。
It was that one right there, and it's this nice music again. I like this. I like the music they added to this, because I was getting really sick and tired of hearing the same shit in the Fruit of Grisaia. I mean, it's good shit. It's just, once you play it as long as I have... I'm pretty sure people have.
代わりに親や兄弟が死ぬ。もしくは、親兄弟の敵討ちのために誰かを殺すように仕向けられたか。どちらにしろ、こんなガキが背負うには重すぎる業だ。薬で頭が飛んでる分、まだ救いがある方だ。
Kazami Yuuji remembered quite literally nothing except his own name. At first, it wasn't clear if his memory had been damaged by the drugs or if he was unconsciously sealing off the things he didn't want to recall. But the boy's own behavior soon convinced us it was likely the latter. When discovered during our raid on Heath Oslo's mansion, Kazami Yuuji had been bound hand and foot in the basement, his entire body covered in wounds. At the time, we interpreted this as evidence of chronic abuse, but after liberating him, we began to observe fits of violently self-destructive behavior on his part and realized we'd misunderstood the situation. The boy's mental breakdown was already well underway. He believed that his right hand killed of its own accord, sometimes even against his wishes. Whether friend or foe, he was prone to randomly lash out at anyone who came into his sight. When no target was available, he attempted to kill himself instead. It seemed as if someone had ingrained these impulses into his mind, as if that someone was the only person capable of stopping him.
風見雄二について調べてみたわ。間違いなく日本人ね。姉を事故で亡くし、両親も少し特殊なケースで死亡している。
Slightly unusual, you say. That's pretty unusual shit that went down.
孤児になった彼を引き取ったのは香港籍のリー・レイシュンという男ね。この男がヒース・オスロと何らかのつながりがあったか、もしくはこの男がオスロ当人か。
Lee Lishung, or Kirihara Rei, or Heath Oslo. I like how I actually remember his aliases too.
おそらくそいつに洗脳を受けたんだろうな。標的を親の敵、姉の敵と信じ込まされて戦わされる。周りは全てが敵であり、味方は我々だけだと吹き込む。
Oh, it's what was done.
よくある手口だ。そして今回、あのガキが唯一の味方と信じていたものを 私たちが武力で解体してしまったわけだが、その責任をどう取るつもりだ？
責任も何も、日本に送り返してしかるべき病院に入院させるだけよ。
今後お前はもう二度と私に向かって無責任だなどという言葉を口にするなよ。お前の方が
私にどうしろと？
God damn it.
ガキの頃、最後まで面倒が見れないのなら犬や猫を拾うなと養護施設のババア先生に言われたのを覚えているか？人間の子供だってそれは同じことだ。面倒を見る気がないなら拾うな。拾ってしまったのなら最後まで面倒を見ろ。それができないのなら責任を持ってあいつを殺してやれ。
For a second there, I thought it said, if you can't handle that, then kill yourself. I was like, holy shit. In my mind, I was like, what the fuck? But then I was like, oh, kill it yourself.
言ってることがむちゃくちゃだわ。
家族もいない、唯一の味方もなくしたあいつに残っているのは自責だけだ。手足を拘束されながらも自傷行動をやめようとしない。今のあいつに必要なのは医者でも薬でもない。あいつの功績を褒めてくれる人間だ。洗脳で暗殺を行うようになったガキに共通するのはいつも同じだ。求めるのはよくやったと褒めてくれる人間。それこそ父親のように常は厳しくも時には自分を認め褒めてくれる人間。頑張ったなと認めてくれる人間が必要なんだ。
I would say more than anything, he really needs a father because he never had one.
それはあなた自身の経験から来る発想でしょ？
ああ、そうだ。ガキのようで申し訳ない話だが、事実私もそんなガキだったし、風見雄二もまた見たままのガキなのだと理解してほしい。
私に風見雄二の母親になれと？
お前には無理だな。あいつを理解してやるには大人すぎるし、それでいてお前は子供のように残酷だ。
どうしろってのよ。
あいつは日本に送り返すんだろ。私も来月には日本に戻る。ちょうどいい。あいつは私が引き取る。
You know, when I first started playing the Fruit of Grisaia, I had no idea what the fuck the game was going to be about. And when his master was brought up, I always thought of like an old man, because you never really hear of a guy and his master. If you do, it's like, oh, some like old sensei or some shit. But when I found out it was a she, I was like, what the fuck? And then as time went on, I'm like, oh, okay. It's some bad circumstances, but I guess we're finally getting the story here of how it all happened.
ちょっと、あなた自分の立場ってものが分かって言ってるの？
何か問題があるのか？
問題があるに決まってるじゃないのよ。
ならその問題を何とかするのがお前の責任だな。まあ
God damn it. I honestly thought she was done talking, but guess that's what I get for thinking. And so the child we found in the terrorist's den was repatriated, all right, to Japan. I don't know what the hell that word is, but and I worked myself half to death getting Kusakabe Asako, who transferred to our Japan branch, registered as his adoptive parent.
で、なんでお前まで日本に来ちゃうんだよ。
And why does the hospital look the same?
仕方がないでしょ。あなたが風見雄二を引き取る上での条件の中に、私があなたたちを監督するって条件がついちゃったんだから、誰のせいだと思ってるのよ。
God damn, JB's is annoying both in the present and the past.
ああ、そうかい。
そうか言って、それだけ？なんかもっと他に言うことあるんじゃないの？
相変わらずうるせえ女だな。出ちまった結果にいつまでもグダグダ言ってんじゃねえよ。
God damn.
あんたってばいっつもそう。後先考えずに行動して出ちまった結果に文句を言うなって。面倒が残れば全部私に押し付けて勝手すぎるのよ。もうついていけないわ。
Oh my god. She is so, like, blunt. My god. That was Kusakabe Asako for you. I really hope I'm saying things right. The woman had always been this way, ever since the day I met her. Oh, now we're getting an even bigger flashback. I called this. On a certain cold November morning, I looked up at a figure perched imposingly on a slide in the orphanage playground, and found a small Asian girl looking down at me scornfully, her arms and legs crossed in the pose of a prison gang boss. It wasn't a phrase I'd heard before. Most likely it was a slang term that didn't mean much of anything except to the children in this orphanage. But since I had only just arrived, I didn't have the slightest idea what the girl was talking about. I didn't even have a wallet, much less anything I could offer in tribute. I knew some adults would sell their own children for a bit of money, but this was the first time I'd met a child who tried to squeeze cash out of a penniless little girl. Quite the place I'd come to. Even the clothes on my back were on loan from the orphanage. What else could she possibly take from me? I didn't have anything other than my life. Hey!
同い年って意味だ。そんぐらい知っとけってアホ。あなたの言葉、方言がきつすぎるわ。余計なお世話だ。首絞めたら殺すぞクソ女。
Even as a child, she's absolutely blunt.
ちょっと、どこ行くのよ。てめえは保護観察の天下りババアか。どこへ行こうと私の勝手だ。ついてくんな。別にあなたに興味はないけど、厄介な女を避けるためにも名前ぐらいは教えていきなさいよ。あさこ。ASAKO であさこ。私はジュリア・バルデラ。ブロンド丸出しのダセー名前だな。ムカつく名前だぜ。
Well, you're not wrong.
よし JB、 入所祝いだ。一つだけタダで教えてやる。JB？ ジュリアなんて名前恥ずかしくて口にできるかよ。
Wait, she stated the last name that isn't her last name in present day. Whatever.
なことより、いいか？よく聞け。お前がなんでここに来たかは聞かない。だからお前もくだらねえことは聞くな。それがここのルールだ。わかったか？
But I guess this is how JB got her name, JB. Like, this is where it comes from. I kind of always wondered that. I don't know if it was ever explained in the Fruit of Grisaia.
聞かれると困る過去でもまともなやつが入るような施設かよ。自由がない上に飯がまずい。真面目なやつほど損をする。ここは刑務所と変わらねえ。つまり一番上手に生きている人間のそばにいればいいってことよね。特別にもう一つだけ教えてやる。ここでよろしくやってくルールその2だ。草壁麻子に近寄るなだ。分かったか？私の周りに面倒事を持ち込むな腐れまっこ。
I guess bitch is a naughty word in Japan.
きっとそれは神の言葉にも匹敵する絶対的な真理ね。
2 days later, I learned from one of the nuns that Kusakabe Asako was the name of the single biggest problem child in that orphanage. Her personality was, I don't know what the hell that is, and I'm not going to try and pronounce that. She was cold-hearted and brazen. I can never even pronounce that because, man, my vocabulary is dumb. And by that, I mean it's terrible. Cunning and quick on her feet. On the whole, she was a nasty little piece of work, and as of my 3rd day there, she was also my roommate. Just being around Asako would bring you no end of trouble, so no one was eager to share a room with her. As the new kid, I naturally ended up getting saddled with that privilege. The room assigned to us was a very small one. More than half of the floor space was occupied by a bunk bed. The walls were bare, undecorated concrete, with a single small window for ventilation, and the only source of warmth was an oil heater planted on the floor. Still, as a space to sleep in, it was adequate enough. Not waiting for Asako's reply, I tossed the pair of pajamas I'd been given onto the lower of the 2 beds. Heat rises, son.
寒いのには慣れてるわ。それに夏は逆に上が暑くて寝られたもんじゃないわよ。
夏になる頃には新入りが増えてまた部屋替えになるさ。まあ好きにしな。
With that, Asako or Asako, I really don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce her name. I keep switching back and forth. Asako clambered up to the top bunk, threw herself down on it, and didn't say another word. It was like living with a reptile. I didn't have any idea what she was thinking. When told to do something, she'd gleefully disobey. She broke any rule imposed on her, but stubbornly enforced the one she made up on her own. That childish obstinance won Asako plenty of enemies, of course, but after some time as the girl's roommate, I began to understand the basic principles behind her behavior. And when I applied that knowledge, I found that it wasn't impossible to control her. Before I knew it, keeping Asako from running wild became my job at the orphanage.
Julia! Julia!
Alright, nun.
はい、シスター・マーガレット。何かご用でしょうか。
あ、ジュリア。Asakoはどこ？
Asako. That's how you pronounce it. It's Asako. Got it.
知りません。
知りませんでは困るのよ。あの子また罰当番のトイレ掃除をサボって。
Man, I would hate to clean the toilets at an orphanage. Honestly, I'd hate to clean the toilets anywhere. And I've had to before, so yes, I'd really hate to do it anywhere or anytime. I think anyone really would.
ハートは何です、ハートは。あの子の管理はあなたの仕事でしょ。
Actually, I think that would be your job. It would have been a nice retort, but I kept it to myself. My position as Asako's supervisor had gained me some real benefits, so I hardly had the right to complain.
探してきますか。
お願いよ、ジュリア。見つけ出したらすぐに私の部屋に連れてくるように。
わかりました。
At the time, there were a number of factions in the orphanage where we lived, and Asako was constantly in conflict with multiple groups at once. It hardly mattered if she was up against girls or boys, she'd punch them and kick them and leave them all crying. Whenever I got wind, I don't know why I said wind of a fight, I'd rush over to intervene. Unfortunately, I usually showed up right after the girl had made her getaway, and just in time for a nun to arrive and punish me in Asako's place.
思い返せば、あなたと出会ってからはそんなことの連続だったわ。ああ、腹の立つ。
Man, I was switching back to Asako. It's Asako. God damn it. But yeah, what an interesting past.
そんな生活が6年も続いて、ようやくあなたの世話から解放されたかと思えば、海軍幼年学校でまたもやばったりと再会。しかも宿舎も同じで部屋も同じ。当時は何かに呪われてるんじゃないかと真剣に悩んだわ。
同じ養護施設から同じ時期に売り飛ばされたんだ。買い取り先が同じだったところで不思議はなかろう。実際同時期に軍に売られたのは私たち以外にも3人いた。
未だに生き残っているのは 私とあなただけだけれどね。
そりゃ観光美母試験に受かったお前はまだしも、私らみたいなのはすり減ってなんぼだ。ああも惜しげもなく実戦投入されれば片っ端から死んでくさ。
私がデスク、あなたが実動。お互いの進路も変わって綺麗さっぱり過去を忘れてやり直せる。そんな気概にあふれていたのもわずか2年。
And then their paths intertwined again.
作戦部勤務になって情報課の椅子を手に入れたのもつかの間。ケースオフィサーとして初めての作戦に実動として送られてきたのが日下部麻子。
I definitely called that shit.
それってどういうこと？私はいつまであなたの面倒を見なければいけないの？
言っておくが、私の口からお前の名前を挙げたことは一度もないぞ。上が勝手に決めたことで私に文句を言うな。
分かってるわよ。でもね、今回もまたあなたの言い出したわがままの尻拭いで私まで島流しよ。少しは同情してくれてもいいんじゃないかな。
いいじゃねえか。軍に残ったところで差別されて出世もできない。ラングレーに飛ばされたところで戸ざま扱いのミソッカスで回ってくるのはゴミ処理にも等しい汚れ仕事ばかりだったらいっそ赤坂でも市ヶ谷でも行って階級を2つばかり上げてもらった方が得じゃないか。
Wait, where do they work now?
そんなの閉店という名の左遷だわ。
I feel like this is something they already stated, like where they work, and I just completely overlooked it.
だが給料は上がるぞ。同じ汚れ仕事なら金払いのいいやつに尻尾を振るべきだ。
私は犬じゃないわ。
そうか？私は犬だ。犬がいい。犬のように生き、犬のように死ぬ。どこかの交差点でぽっくり死んでも死体は国が始末してくれる。手間がない。最高じゃないか。
No comment.
いいわよね、あなたは気楽で。
そうか？仕事変わってやろうか。
結構よ。
だよな。っていうかお前には無理だ。いつまでうなってんだよ。諦めて働け。
決めた！車買う。
Oh, is this where she gets her dumb car?
は？なんだ急に。どうした？
何か自分にご褒美あげなきゃやってらんないのよ。買う！高い車！新車で買う！
ああ、まあ好きにしろよ。別に止めやしねえし。
Yeah, this kind of does seem like it's coming out of nowhere.
朝子、あなたはもらったお金どうするの？貯金？
いや、実は私はもう買った。
もう使っちゃったの？何を買ったのよ。
ふふん、おめえには秘密だ。
教えなさいよ。法に触れるようなものに手を出したんじゃないでしょうね。お待たせいたしました。風見雄二の退院と引き渡しの手続きが完了しましたので、病室へご案内いたします。
Oh, that was a nice interruption.
おう。
おうじゃないでしょ。何を買ったのよ。
Abandoned dogs are abandoned for a variety of reasons. In my case, Asako's, the reason involved are parents' problems. That's probably the single most typical situation. Some people can't afford to raise their children. Some are inclined to violence and abuse. Some become parents before they're really adults themselves. Situations like that naturally give rise to victims. Kazami Yuuji was just another perfectly ordinary case, another child whose life was disrupted by his family circumstances. That said, ordinarily we expect that a child who suffered such hardships will be saved once they're over. But that man who took in Yugi after the death of his family was, of all things, an international terrorist. The random cruelty of it was unspeakable. Not only had his parents failed him, his foster father had trained him to bite anybody who touched him, a traumatized puppy, tottering down the path to ruin without a hint of doubt in his mind. That was Kazami Yuuji in a nutshell. This kid's going to be a real pain. Looking over the documents we put together, Asako had heaved a heavy sigh, and I'd found myself more or less agreeing with her thoughts on the matter. Hospital rooms have a distinctly ominous smell regardless of what they're used for. In most cases, it's faint enough to be overwhelmed by the scent of chemicals, so you'll barely even notice. But when Asako and I entered Kazami Yuuji's room that day, the air was thick with a dark smell too strong to be erased by that of disinfectant.
少しは顔色が戻ったようだな。
Well, that's cool, but yeah, we'll have to say that for next time because we're at our mark. So, oh, we're actually on the Cocoon of Caprice 5 now. Alright, 26% done, so we're more than a quarter done. That's awesome. So, I don't think this is going to be that long of a playthrough then, this story here. If anything, if I keep at this pace, I think it'd only be like 40 episodes total. I don't know. I don't really know what advances the percentage meter there. I don't know if it's just that we see more CGs than we get further. I don't know what the deal is, because I know that it shows like kilobytes or something in the progress menu. Like, look at this. I can actually bring it up. I don't know why I'm just talking about it. It shows kilobytes. I don't know if that means like, okay, just the CGs. So, you know, once we see a CG, like, regardless, like, if it's a, you know, pretty detailed CG or something like that, then it'll be pretty big. But if it's just regular, it just adds a little. I don't know. I really don't know, but whatever. We're making progress, and that's good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe. All that sweet jazz. And yeah. Hope you guys look forward to the next episode of this shit, because I think from now on things are going to get maybe not interesting, but I think things are going to look up, because I think we're done with all the bad shit. I think things can only go well from here. We'll have to wait and see. So, I'll see you guys next time here with the Labyrinth of Grisaia.